what is going to be picked out first. Grok again being banned out, and
Your
that's just
team
because of the
is
synergy
picking.
with Rapid Boots. I believe that...
but Grok itself did receive some tweaks to him, so he is also stronger. The additional mobility also makes him ridiculously good. Great to see Lancelot be picked up here, pretty much a standard choice. Clearly they could not opt to go in for the Angela that's there. INDNS happy to select Chow once again. Worked out well for them. Quite a number of pickoffs.
Yeah, I do like the fact that Chow is being picked up again here from the side of IDNS. I do like Amy using out that Way of the Dragon to actually solidify some of the kills. But I do have a criticism towards IDNS though. I mean, the Way of the Dragon was good, but I felt that the collapse onto the target was a little bit slow coming in from the side of IDNS. They do need to tweak that a little bit.
I'm not sure about that. It's sort of been their playstyle to be a little bit more slower, a little bit more mature, not so hasty. So it's still pretty much within their wheelhouse, but having that Fanny such a high pickup there, clearly dominating the statement out that what they picked before works for them. I will not be surprised if a Bane appears out there.
A personal favorite of mine, Kagura now being picked up by the side of Emperor. I do like this Kagura pickup here. Kagura is one of those heroes that just, no matter where the meta goes, she'll always fit in the meta in a very nice spot. Like, not too far behind, not too ahead, just well balanced in the team. The Harley pickup here, coming in from the side of IDNS along with the Jawhead, but going over to the Akai.
I do like the Akai a lot better than the Jawhead that's there. A little bit more versatile, and it is exactly what you need, because if you do pick up the Harley, which they just have done, you want to be able to position really well, and having Akai, helps that so very much. I'm really not sure about the Kagura pick specifically, just because things like Vexana is really strong and popular these days. However, comfort picks is coming through for the side of EVOS. We saw them play multiple games of Kagura in the Indonesian regular season, into the playoffs that's there, and with Lapu Lapu as well. So pretty much also within your wheelhouse there. I love the comfort, and yes! Yes! Bane is being picked up. Did so well last game. Not only was he the highest gold that was going on, he also had the most participation that was working out there, and he soloed the top lane. So really good stuff that coming out from them. I am excited to see how this is going to play out. Now that EVOS has seen the Bane, has seen the Fanny, can they adapt fast enough? That's the question I have.
Okay, the thing is, right now, when you look at a Fanny, you gotta put some resources towards stopping her from getting those items. She gets 2-3 item spikes, and it's gonna be a big problem here for the side of EVOS. So I do like the fact that in EVOS' side, they got the Angela, the Hylos, the Lancelot, Lapu Lapu, and Kagura. Kagura does have some really good zoning potential. She does have some really good spells that is able to just do tons and tons of damage. But if Fanny were to get ahead, and also with Cho moving around with such mobility, it's just going to be a big problem here coming in for them. We're gonna go into game number 2 between EVOS and IDNS Thailand. EVOS on the blue side, IDNS Thailand on the red side.
I do like to see EVOS come back into this. We talked about them having a better early game, being a little bit more aggressive, taking a bit of the advantages that's going on there. A little bit risky play maybe. I want to see that happen again. We are going to see out here.
Oh boy.
That Framesy does get spotted out. He's going to be on the bottom lane from our perspective this time around, and Turtle's going to be on the opposite side of the map, spawning on the top side from our perspective.
Alright, we do see that EVOS now trying to get as much early objectives here from the side of Izzy as much as can. Isowade now coming in to show a little bit of support here for his friend, and we do see EVOS hanging out over to the bot side, getting as much of the objectives as they can. So what do you think about this early on here? And I want to also ask you one thing, like, what do you think about this matchup here in the mid side? But before we go into that though, Isowadi taking a little bit of damage.
I mean, he just sort of went through, checking things out. You asked me about the bot side there. Akai and Bane does have a little bit of advantage moving through, simply because of the additional mobility that they have. Hylos is a little bit weaker before he hits his level 4 that's going on, because he does need to take the additional bits of magic damage that's going through. keeping in mind that in mid, you both have Harley and Kagura, really mobile mages that can create impact across the team. Across the map. And here we're going to see, potentially going to get caught out here. Nemo is there, but will be able to just trot away on his 4 legs.
IOS now getting away. We do see Izzy now hanging over to the mid side here. Is just hitting his level 2, so he does need to hit his level 3 in order for him to basically do some
turtle resurrecting
level 4 to actually do some really good stuff here. Alright, Aura now already hitting that level 4, ultimate available as is.
Now, I do want to mention something. Jenkling on our chat here is mentioning that EVOS needs a player that's a pure tank. That I kind of agree with. Hylos isn't really, you know, a complete tank that's there, and they do have quite a number of squishy members. In a big team fight that's going through, you need the additional bits of CC that perhaps maybe Jawhead could have afforded them.
Alright, it's going to be another fight here. Marsha in a bit of trouble, has to flicker over the walls. Good stuff here. Very good response from Marsha, but that resources is going to mean that they are going to give up the turtle early on here. Turtle being slain for the side of IDNS Thailand. EVOS looking towards getting members off of position. Emperor will not be able to spot out as he been here.
It's also interesting to note that EVOS, you know, does have a little bit of a goal lead as here. Still, you know, tapping between them, does throw it on ultimate. And they are going to see the re-engage out here. Now, Akai's pushing them back, but will be the first one to fall. In fact, it is going to be Emperor that picks it up. The Kagura playing off well into the favor. And now we're going to see that Harley gets harassed away. Just as I was about to say, this is a slower paced game than the very first one. We do get first blood. Seemed a little bit off in terms of, you know, knowing your strength and what you take the final positioning.
Well, I do like what's going on here. Oh, Fravesy in a bit of trouble here. He is going to be spotted out and he's going to get taken down. The ultimate will go down and it's going to be Hylos that takes the kill. IOS was the one that's going to take him down. Beautiful stuff here. EVOS looking to get the early game advantages here, like how they did in that first game, but whether or not they're able to translate it into a good, strong, dominant mid game.
Nice stun.
That was very nice. That was very nice coming in from iOS, but I don't think that that's going to be much of. Over to the top side here, Isowadi trying to do as much damage as can, will be CC'd a little bit, does not decide not to commit into it.
I think it's also for a wise thing, you know, you're not in the, you know, sort of power level that's there. We are going to see completely locked away there. Will, you know, find his grave in end. No, Angela does come onto him. The shield is back up again.
The shield is just coming in at a good time. That's why managed to get him taken down. iOS coming in. EVOS goes down, and here they go. It seems that IDNS is in. It doesn't look good for IDNS early on here.
That was really well executed coming from EVOS. Huge kudos to them. You know, being able to juggle the dash that's there and also bring in enough damage to make it count when it mattered.
Now, itemization here is going to be popped up here. What do you think about this now? We do see that for the side of EVOS, they are going to be building up a little bit more aggressively compared to the previous game. What are your thoughts on this? Do you feel that this commitment of resources towards aggressive stats will pay off for them? Or is it going to be more of the same for them, like how it happened in the first game?
Well, it's also because they're playing a little bit slower this time around, so it does get secured by EVOS over here. They do get the first turtle as well. Unfortunately, Akai's going to get trapped down there a little bit more, might get taken down as the final hit does go through. Lancelot gets the kill for this, and now Jess might be able to be saved in the end.
Oh my goodness! Isowadi limping away. That was just a matter of a split-second decision there. Isowadi was able to get him away. That last little frame of damage that landed in was just beautiful here. Aura in a bit of trouble here, but will be able to dash away with his second skill. So as we see it now, we do see EVOS putting in a little bit of attention and pressure here towards the bot side. I am really interested to see how these teams are going to be mobilizing now, because we do see that there is going to be a bit of priority being pushed out towards the bot side here, and the mid side is in a fair equilibrium. I do feel that there should be a little bit more pressure being pushed towards the top side here for the side of EVOS, because there is only so much health that IDNS's top tower has, and they could actually get a little bit of pushes here over to the bot side if they're able to commit to this, but they have to be wary of the amount of damage that they can output here.
I mean, that is very true. They have to be concerned about this. EVOS does have a really nice lead, but can they extend the lead further? I do want to see them succeed really well in this, but so far they haven't been setting up their lanes. And if it goes into the later stages of the game, IDNS Thailand will start to get, the scaling advantage that's there. I do fear for them.
Oh my goodness, over to the top side here. A little bit of damage being drawn out. Isowadi has to run away, but just no limit. In a bit of spot of bother here. But he is in a good spot. He does manage to turn his ultimate. Will be able to get that shield, but over to the top side, over bot side, excuse me. EVOS now looking for the retaliation kill, but it seems that IDNS does not want a single thing to do with EVOS, and they know for a fact that this will be a fight that does not favor them, so they decide to back away. By doing so, they relieve the pressure over to the top side, and it's going to be EVOS that gets the first tower.
I mean, it's really, really good for EVOS to recognize that IDNS doesn't want to take the fight, will happily take the towers and push across the map. And they are getting that, and the goal lead now has ballooned back up to the 2000 side again. Unfortunately, Emperor now is finding the damage, but will he be able to bring it down in the end? Angela does get the kill.
Alright, so EVOS now in a bit of trouble. Oh, gets kicked up, and there goes the way of the dragon. But Amy in a bit of trouble here. Oh, but it's going to be Fanny that comes in. Isowadi comes in. Air superiority is going to be something that she knows so well, and Cutthroat will be the execution factor onto the side of EVOS here. You see, IDNS will be able to catch up here, but 1,000 gold advantage in favor of EVOS here. Could it be a little bit too late for the side of IDNS Thailand? I believe that EVOS needs to just keep playing at a slower pace and make sure IDNS does not catch them with mistakes.
Exactly, they need to not make any mistakes. Keep up the pace that's doing. So far, they've been doing really well in in terms of controlling the game, controlling the waves, what's going on. They need to stay away from Lord.
Yeah, they need to stay away from the
They
Lord,
need to stay away from Lord.
We don't need a cursed Lord meme here coming in from the MSL. But for those of you guys who are wondering why it's going to be a best of 2, this is a double round robin. So remember, 2-0 will get them 3 points, and draws will only get teams 1 point each. So winning a game is way more important. You want to make sure that these teams get 2-0. So we do see IDNS now could be the first drawing team here today against EVOS. EVOS desperately looking towards getting a point in their favor as well. Indo Pride chants coming in the side of the comments. So if you guys are big fans of Indonesia, Thailand, whether it's EVOS or whether it's IDNS, doesn't really matter. Show them some love. Let them know in the comments below. So we do see over to the bot side here, there might be a bit of a... Oh, but wait, before that, Isowadi will be able to get away with the steel cable. I do want to see what's going to be happening towards the bot side here. We do see a lot of IDNS Thailand now moving into the enemy jungle. They might actually go for that Lapu pickup here over to the bot side.
I mean, it looks like they certainly want to be going for it. Jazz will be prepared for this, but Bane coming with reinforcements at the bottom as well. Back up top, Marshall's going to be deleted off the map. Fanny does have the items, is reaching that 10-minute mark where she is going to be superiorly stronger. Back in the mid lane, Kagura is pushing as well. Love the strategy coming out from EVOS here. Not wanting to take the main fights that's going on, but really playing the map objectives, taking away the turrets.
Yeah, taking away the turrets, taking the map objectives is fine, Sudo. I really like it, but at the same time also, when you do not put any resources into these fights and you end up losing resources anyway, you still lose in the long run. So it's only a matter of time before they are able to catch up again. And as we see,
Angela plays so clutch, coming in, saving our Emperor. Now we need a double kill, just no limit. Oh my word, really good job done there by EVOS, pushing their goal lead now 3,000 ahead. We also are going to see here that Aura is in the right position to be taking out, and pushing out the tower here. Not going to quite find the right angles, unfortunately.
oh my
Just as I say that, I eat humble pie.
Humble pie, definitely big sizes for you here. We're going to see a lot of damage being focused towards the turret. Amy, Azibin now in a bit of trouble. Looking towards getting a little bit of that damage out. Oh, we do see Isowadi here. Oh, he has to go for Emperor. Oh, he goes for Marsha instead. Look at that damage though. But Isowadi gets stunned, and it's going to be game over, and that killing spree. Over to the Lapu, and it seems just so few seconds ago that Fanny was superior in the air. All it took was one stun to shut down that tree.
She got brought down to the ground immediately. That's a really good layering of the crowd control as well, making sure that she could not escape. Right now, IDNS Thailand, reeling a little bit. This potentially, a little bit more of a difficult chance for them. given that Fanny has been removed. If you look at in terms of gold, Akai is 3,400. He does not have that tanky item, which is why he can be bursted down just like that.
Alright, Aura now looking for more action here. Manages to get that kill. We do see that because of the Kagura here, they are able to push it out. And look at that, the ultimate has been propped up and they're gonna go for the dive, but Isowadi comes in. Look at the amount of damage that he does with the steel cable, and the cutthroat decides to go away. Steel cables away, and no kills coming in from either side of the teams though. So I feel that that big ultimate coming in from the high loss could be wasted a little bit, but it does give them a little bit of lane priority here. And if you're wondering what lane priority is, it means that is the lane that's going to be pushed out, and the lane that you feel that the team feels that is going to be focused on here. We do see that over to the priority, in terms of priority here, it's going to be Lord that's going to be taken out. Oh, Izzy now getting into a fight with Aura. Aura in a bit of trouble here, and it's going to get iOS is going to get taken down. Emperor doing his best to take down as much damage as he can. Azibin spins to win, and it seems that EVOS now getting a kill as well. We do see IDNS pushing it out, but IDNS breaking it away as EVOS pushes it out more and more, and it seems that the Lord could be in their favor. Could IDNS be able to repeat the same level of success that they did like they did in the previous game? EVOS now has to be careful in this fight. Look at that Emperor taking too much damage, has to back away before he gets dived on.
I mean, that is 4 members that went down. Bane is in such a strong commanding position. With, you know, it was great that Fanny got some of the early kills that's there, but we just need to wait for Bane to come through. And there you see the amount of damage in terms of items that he's building. Absolutely insane, and which is why he's able to sustain, affect team fights so dramatically. Kagura's gonna come in and try his steals. Does get secured by Harley. It was a nice flank, you know, by around there by Framesy to make sure that, you know, they couldn't have the final bit that's there. Lord coming out will, you know, equalize the game to IDNS Thailand's side. There's a big wave there that will slow down Lord just a little bit. The next fight could determine it all. EVOS has the kill lead. Towers here, they also have the lead, but can they win the team fight against a late game team composition where Bane is such a big factor around the team fight area?
I don't just think Bane is also a big factor as well. I do like to think that Fanny as well is doing, Isowadi is doing really good damage here. As we see, he is using that mobility to perfect precision, and we do see Lord being pushed out over to the bot side here. EVOS is going to get dived on. Just no limit. You have a limit, and that's going to be a death timer limit that's going to drop down to you, and it's going to be a killing spree over to the Bane, and the Lord now pushing it out with extra size. A double kill goes over to the Bane, and this is where the fight is going to get turned around here for the side of EVOS. EVOS now looking towards going to the back foot. IDNS looking towards repeating the same level of success that they had in game number 1 here with that single Lord push. They are going to be able to catch up from these teams. They will be able to push it out. There goes another turret. Kagura does manage to get it down, but Bane is still alive, throwing out as much damage as he can. Isowadi not too far behind, looking towards gathering as much damage as he can. This is going to be bad for iOS as Aura comes in. There goes the last Lord, tries to go down, but look at the damage being done onto Aura. Man, oh man, what is this gameplay? Pseudo!
I mean, that was crazy that 1/3 on the Lord almost brought him down completely. We're going to see here that will the Great Escape come through? Lancelot will get the kill into that one. Now they're hunting that Bane. Now they need to remove him across the map. Can they do it or not? They have multiple members that's here. Hylos will be able to stun him out, and this should be the end of him, especially with Angela being there to assist as well. Jess is on cleanup duty all the damn time from the bottom lane back now into the base. 110 seconds more to go as once again Angela falls. That's 4 deaths to her already, just, you know, easily being picked off.
Now, I bet you guys are wondering, how in the world does IDNS Thailand have the goal lead despite being 5 kills behind? Now, objectives, turrets, let's break it down for each and every one of you guys. 5 turrets in favor of EVOS, that's fine. They had the majority of the lead from early game to a little bit of the middle game. But when we hit the middle part of when we hit mid to end game transition, we did see that with 1 Lord play, IDNS was able to turn it all around, securing a goal lead and
even stealing away the buff there. Harley just got the buff. I mean, we talked about, you know, the maturity of IDNS Thailand. They will wait. They will look for the right positioning. They will wait for the right cooldowns before taking the team fights. And it's that patience and maturity that has helped them, you know, always get out of a bad, you know, or a seemingly lower position earlier on. EVOS on the other hand, great, you know, they're spunky, they go out there, they're aggressive, but unfortunately, they don't know when to slow it down. They don't know when to, you know, wait for their right advantage to come through. And they're being punished. That is the right word for it. The Lord fight was messy on their side, and even their defense going on here, there should be somebody clearing off the mid wave just before it crashes in.
I believe that this is a little bit of EVOS's lack of communication experience, I believe. I'm not entirely sure how to put this, because EVOS had a lot of ways to win this game. However, it is because the IDNS was just so adamant at getting that Lord. It feels like a lot of IDNS strategy for these first two games revolved around that one Lord play. Since they were able to secure the Lord play, they knew for a fact that we can get objectives, we will be able to push them out, and we will be able to get this mid-game transition whereby we give a little bit more breathing space for us and make sure that the team has to worry about putting in resources to stop these pushes, and IDNS is able to get more and more goal in favor of them.
We're going to see back up top here, there's a little bit of an engage already, you know, Lancelot here being shoved all the way away from the team.
Oh boy, this
Going to find it right in the middle of everybody here, but will it be able to isolate down the right targets? I'm going to find Miski on the other side there, just head back into safety, will bring it down, still surviving out there. Aura doing an amazing job. It looks like they will be able to salvage this fight. EVOS, they're getting multiple kills, but back at mid,
Framesy! Framesy going for the kill. He doesn't have that much damage, so he's getting hit. Oh my goodness, Framesy, the hero of the game here today. My goodness gracious me. He took advantage of the distraction that was happening. And Frame, what?
One word, maturity, experience of the team. To know that the moment EVOS or any other team walks out of their base, you can go in and totally sweep it away. They were smart to keep Fanny out there so people wouldn't think that, you know, Fanny was going to backdoor, but Bane has been the MVP for both of these matches. Really strong showing on both sides there. Let's have a quick look at the in-game items. Although we are going to see that the stats of Fanny is higher over there. Yep. Look at the contribution of Bane.
Yes, I mean, look at the amount of damage that he did. Kill participation as well as objective participation. I like the fact that the Bane was just so adamant. I do like the fact ISOWadi as well. He definitely deserves the MVP just because of how mobile he was, just because of his solo attacks, and he's able to basically stall EVOS down.